I'm back out here at Thermalito Lake, and I am getting ready to peg and attempt a calibration on this particular auto level here. I have a cloth tape pulled for 200 feet. I have chopped that 200 feet into 3 equal sections, which is roughly 67 feet between my nails. And I am in position 1, ready to shoot staff A1. And my first shot on the staff is a 429. And as you can see, the compensator button here is working. And I am level. Still in position 1. Now I'm going to be shooting staff B1. And I am shooting looks like a 431. I've moved my instrument now to position 2. The staff is still on B1, which will become my first turning point. I'll leave the staff there and just turn the rod to face the instrument, and that will now be shot B2 from position 2. So here I am still in position 2. Just turned my rod, which will be a staff reading of B2, and I am shooting a 485. So I'm done taking my shot over on staff reading B2, and now I've moved the rod back to its starting position, which will now be staff reading A2, and I am shooting a 485 on that nail as well. Here's how it works. I take A1, my first shot on the staff from position 1, minus out staff reading B1. Then I add staff reading B2, and that equals the nominal shot. So I take 4.29 enter, 4.31 minus, 4.85 plus. So I need to be, my nominal reading is a 483. That means I'm 2/100ths of a foot too high. Okay, so I just made my adjustment from my actual reading down to my nominal reading. I'm shooting 483. So now I'm going to start this process all over again and attempt to close this traverse, both geometrically and mathematically. Okay, so I'm in position number 2. I've got the rod in staff position A2. So I ran it again and I've closed. This is me closing here. My first shot from position 1 was a 443. My second shot to staff B1 was a 443. That would obviously be zeros if I minused B1 from A1, and then if I add B2, I get a 499, and that's what I just shot. So we closed, we broke even. And you can see here, see if you guys can see this. $4.99. So the instrument is calibrated. Now that the instrument is calibrated, I have the legs set up. I'm out here pretty far into the water. I got a rock out here that I can step on. I've got my concrete stake driven just below the water's surface. And there's my 8-minute bubble vial, and there is my 30-second plate level. And I am at a completely different location. That sign up there has a station number of 80+00. So now I will drive all the way across to the other side over there, drop a coordinate here, and get an idea via Google Earth the distance that I'm sighting over. My engineer's folding rule down there on the concrete stake, and to the middle of the target, I'm going to call that between a 461 and a 462. I think I'll split the difference and call it a 462. And here's validation for the station number 80+00, and that down there is the target. He is in timeout. So what I'm going to do, since I'm at station 80+00, I'm 10 full stations away from the beginning, so I'm 1,000 feet. There's the target down there. I'm gonna head down that way, 1.5 miles. So what I'll do is I'll get in my car and I will reset my odometer when I get to that yellow signal sign. And we'll go roughly approximately 1.5 miles and we'll set up shop. So I've got roughly 1.5 miles. So now I'll cruise up there, set up shop. I'll drop the coordinate, so if I need to, I can measure a distance to that coordinate. And would you look at that? I lucked out and got a station number here. So that is 160+00. Remember, the target is set up way down there at 80+00. So that means I am 80 full stations away from the target, or 8,000 feet. There's my nail, definitely well below the surface of the water there. And I think it was a 462 is what we agreed on. So I've got a 462 there. I've removed the 40 times eyepiece because I was sacrificing clarity for magnification. So I went ahead and I put on my, I believe it's a 32, either a 28 or a 32 eyepiece. And very interesting how low that target is. You can barely make it out down there. Zoom in a little bit more here. It's super tough to make it out. I mean, I'm shooting almost to the top of the road over there. This road right here. I mean, that's how much curvature we have between here and there. So we're at, I believe, 80 full stations. So that's 8,000 feet between myself and the target. So I want you to take a look at how much scintillating effects I'm dealing with. The waviness in the atmosphere. Look how thick that is. And look how much it's distorting everything around it. I ordered a new eyepiece. I ordered a 24 times, which will really help cut through all that atmosphere. I'll sacrifice magnification, but that's okay. I mean, I'm slicing just barely, almost to the top of that road down there. This is a very good demonstration of curvature.